Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with the season 4 finale of The Expanse. And last time, so much stuff happened, and we've got so much stuff about to happen in this episode. Holden took down Mercury, is going to bring him back to the UN. Okoye pulled Miller through the eye, I think. Amos got his hand blasted off, killed Chandra Way. Naomi and Lucia and Alex are possibly going to be able to save the Barba Piccola using the railgun to shoot forward. And yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with Nancy Gao and Christian Officer Rala. I've guessed that Nancy is going to be the next UN Secretary General, but who knows at this point. And then we've got Ashford going after Marco Inaros. I don't know. There's a lot going on. We've got Bobby. I don't know if she's going to take that last job or not. So it's a lot to wrap up in this one episode. I don't know if they do that all in just one episode, but I'm looking forward to seeing how they attempt to. But if you guys want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. I will have to wait along with you guys for season 5. So yeah, excited to see what's going to happen here. Let's get started. She got pulled into it too? Oh no, you weren't supposed to touch it. Why you touched the thing? And that turned it off.
Doc! Are you alright?
Yes. No, I don't know.
Seems traumatic. Can you use your engines now?
Yes!
There we go.
We're good to go.
Yes!
Edward Israel, this is the gunship Rocinante. I have target locked your drive cone. You and me are about to have a very serious conversation.
Ah.
Let's get you out of here.
Clear.
Wait, how? They jumped down a hole.
Correcting.
Whoa.
We did it.
And we will make the Annas answer for what they did.
We will all answer for what we did.
Oh. Abandoned asteroid mine in the Ashford.
Hey, you might as well keep this as a souvenir. Yeah?
You're gonna put it back in?
But why would Mars be helping a Belter terror?
Mars ain't what it used to be.
Heard that before.
Do you know what kind of man Marco is? He believes that violence is the only way to get what he feels is his due. Violence is indiscriminate. Sometimes it will kill the ones you love most.
Pliers. And now it's bouncing back.
It's way too good to be true.
You really think it's a setup?
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep him from doing anything stupid.
And me, too, of course.
Sure.
That, unfortunately, is unavoidable.
The customs agent in the salvage yard. He got physical, so I did too. He took a bad tumble and that was it. I never meant to kill him.
I believe you. Should I? Am I naive? Be a little rougher. Stay. Good doggy.
The bleeding is under control, but he's going to need regrowth gel as soon as possible.
Regrowth gel? As in he can grow his fingers back?
I'm not sure I'm up for a long walk, especially if we have to carry dead weight.
They both wound up bloody.
Don't kill him while I'm gone.
Oh, he has it coming.
I know, but it's important to me. Promise.
Fine. Pew! It's gonna be all the way at the top of this thing? How are you gonna get down? How did they wind up so high up when they fell so far down? I guess now you just slide to the bottom, right? Whoa! This isn't where you came in. This is like a city.
Cap, we're showing you roughly 800 kilometers from first landing.
I'm not surprised.
Wow.
It's a long story.
I
Tell you
fell.
all about it when you pick us up.
They didn't see this when they scanned the planet? Or did something happen when everything went blue?
Does he have a son or a daughter who would seek revenge? Or a father who works in the yards where your ship is repaired? Maybe a lover, who grows food for your stocks? This is Zenaros' ship. I feel it in my bones.
Call for backup?
Marco took 2 rocks, 2 chunks of iron. Maybe throw them. Yes, throw them at Tycho and even Ceres. Revenge against Fred Johnson, Anderson Dawes for what they tried to do to him.
How does any of that help Mars?
Perhaps our Martian can help us with that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't do it!
Oh, jeez. We needed answers from him.
Taking them on the Rocinante.
You're part of the crew now.
You're not a guest.
They gotta sit next to each other. Oh, damn, it's regrowing. Oh, wow.
Whatever happens afterwards, if you don't tell them how you feel, you're always going to regret it. I waited too long with my family.
Are you going to let them stay?
We were never here to kick anyone out. One thing that's changed is that all the people shooting at each other are either dead or headed for trial.
Including Lucia. She didn't mean for anyone to die, but they'll still make an example out of her. I got the chance to remake myself, redeem myself. Lucia won't get that chance.
And that's a tragedy. The way she got thrown out of the Ross Sea and into space.
Oh.
Despite your best efforts to save her.
Oh.
I'll make sure to note that in my report.
Aww. Aww.
All proto-moles of the Belters can sell their ore. After what they've
Look at that.
the least we can do.
Desperate Belter refugees and the Earth scientists overcome their prejudices to stand together against disaster and an alien world. And they made a fortune. The villains are dead OPA. Nancy Gow couldn't have a better narrative if she had written it herself.
Yeah, I think it's over. What? Damn. You don't have any weapons with you, do you? Oh, crap.
East side, it's an ambush!
Shoot them all! God damn it! There's no need for this!
Damn. Oh.
Stop!
Oh no. That's gonna blow. Holy crap. Wake up. You're gonna get dragged out into the vacuum.
There was stealth tech in those containers. The Belters must have had help from someone high up enough on the food chain to get through restricted military space.
I'm sorry I got you into all this.
Don't be. At least now I've got something to do.
There's camaraderie here.
Make sure we're not the second galaxy-spanning civilization it wipes out.
Galaxy spanning.
We are now.
Yeah, I wonder if they started trying to map out where exactly they are.
You are in our hearts. We're always here for you.
GK, you take care of them.
It's kind of really sad too, even though this is all what she always wanted.
It would be nice to get rid of the proto molecule for good.
Yeah, right. Really doubt this is gonna be the last of it.
Rain doesn't taste like anything. Shitty last words to a friend.
What would you say if you had another chance?
I love you.
I'd like to know.
You were right about everything. You warned us. We're charging through the doors anyway. If we have any chance at surviving what comes next, it'll be because of you.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm gonna test it out right now.
On your face? I mean, Murtry's face? Oh.
His name is Philip Inaros. I have to find him before his father gets him killed.
As payback for giving him the proto-molecule.
Suspense is killing me.
Hey, Murphy.
You lost your leg brace. You all healed up?
Why do you care?
He's gonna break it again?
I don't want to beat the shit out of you if you're gimpy. You made me kill Wei. I liked Wei.
No.
Thank you.
Secretary General-elect Gao.
One of us is wrong. I think it's you. But I hope it's me. Good luck.
There's something rotten on Mars. Within the military, some kind of weapons trafficking with Belters. Assuming your offer to work together is still open, I accept. I think we need each other.
Bobby, your timing sucks.
Kinda, yeah. They're cloaking it? Wow. Oh! I said I had a bad feeling about Ashford earlier in this season. Whoa! Ooh. Finish him!
It's just you and me now, Marco.
Well, not just.
Oh, crap. Is that Philip?
Nothing you do now will stop what's coming.
Kill Marco. Let that be your last action. No. No! Don't do it.
I'm genuinely going to miss you.
You do know, Marco, that throwing rocks at Tycho Ceres will do little to harm the inners.
You still don't see it.
Don't see what?
Can't even imagine it. Die in darkness. But now.
No.
Go with wisdom ways when I say.
Damn it. Sending.
But even our best instruments are barely able to penetrate Martian stealth tech.
The others will never see them coming.
Oh. Attacking Earth itself from multiple directions. Oh, it's a siege. People are gonna die. He sent a message though. But that's the way they end the season? Oh, Ashford dead? Oh, that's sad. That's real sad. He grew to be one of my favorite characters. Oh, man, most of this episode was just a relief. Everything was finally going right with so many different things. I mean, I guess Bobby's team kind of mostly all died, but she's fine. And Christian lost the election, but it seemed like everything was mostly fine. But then at the end of the episode, they had to break our hearts in the very last moments with Ashford dying like that. I wish he would have at least shot Marcos. Like, he knew he was going to die anyway. I thought at first maybe he didn't kill Marcos because of what he said to the other Belters earlier on his own ship. He was talking about the Martian. He is not just himself. He is everyone who cares for him. So if he killed Marco, Philip would have become even more of an extremist. And that's Naomi Nagata's son. So I don't know if he wanted to do that. But I mean, also, more importantly, I think, if he killed Marco, he wouldn't have been able to send that message warning everyone of what's to come. Marco dies, but his plan would have gone through if Ashford didn't record him. Too bad they didn't just have the weapons to blow up the whole entire ship. Though I think it feels like because there are so many rocks being tossed at Earth, it seems like, from the simulation at the end. Seems like his plan would have went off without a hitch anyway. But yeah, turns out Marco is planning on taking a bunch of huge rocks and just throwing them at Earth. Ashford thought he was going to throw them at like Ceres and Tycho, but he's thinking much bigger than that. He was saying to Ashford how Belter's dream's so small. And it turns out he was using the Sojourner to learn about the asteroid spotter on Earth. So yeah, he's just thinking so many steps ahead. And he's attacking Earth from so many angles. And with freaking cloaked rocks. And yeah, good thinking on Ashford's part to record the last bit of their conversation. But people will know that they're not attacking Ceres and Tycho, but they won't know where he's attacking just yet. It's a shame Marco didn't tell him his exact plan. He told him to die in the dark. Oh, man. I feel bad for Naomi and what she's going to have to face in the coming seasons. I did say earlier on when Ashford gave back that alcohol to Drummer that it did not bode well for his chances of survival during this season. But yeah, Naomi, Nagata, and I feel like Drummer is going to be part of this story too, given the fact that Marco Inaros killed Ashford and she had grown to be a very close friend with him. So I would like to see Naomi, Nagata, and Drummer take down Marco Inaros. And I don't know if there's a redemption story for Philip, though it could be offered. I mean, Lucia gets a chance to get redemption too, so Philip is... I don't know at what point Philip becomes less, like... I don't know at what point he becomes from the person being manipulated to being guilty because he went along with all of this, but we haven't seen enough of him to know. But yeah, it'll be fascinating to watch how that unfolds, especially with Naomi asking Fred Johnson to help her track down Philip Inaros. He owed her because she gave him the proto-molecule all that time ago, back in season 1, right? Or early season 2? And then on the whole other side of that story, the people who could figure out what Marco and Philip are planning are Bobby and Christian. Like, that whole story with Bobby, though, that job going sideways, Isai, Beltran dying, that is rough. Like, Isai was a much greater character than we thought at first, so he'll never get that money to help his family get off that planet. I think Bobby, if she's in a position to do so, will help them in whatever way she can, but I don't know where she can get that kind of power. I don't know if Christian will have that kind of pull, especially on Mars, but who knows. But yeah, even Bobby came to want to keep him from dying, but she was unable to do that. The whole action scene was pretty great, though. The shootout, Bobby rounding the corner to find a bomb, barely escaping it, and then dragging off. I still don't know that girl's name. But yeah, she drags her off, and Bobby realizing that they took stealth tech, which is what was used to stealth the rocks, I'm guessing. So I think I caught on correctly to a bunch of earlier things that happened, like the connection between Bobby's story and Marco Inaros' story. But yeah, it was fascinating to watch unfold in this episode. But yeah, she wound up having a lot of camaraderie with that woman at the end. Don't know if we'll see her again in the future. She was kind of a fun character, you know. Don't know what happens with her boyfriend from the earlier part of the season either. But she's now going to Christian. Plans to get Christian to help with all of this. I only hope they realize Marco Inaros' plans soon enough. And they also have to realize that Mars is in on this too, which she realizes that the Belters are able to get away because someone high in the military lets them go through the airspace. But yeah, Mars is trying to destroy Earth, so there's less to share past the ring gate is what I'm guessing. But this couldn't have come at a worse time with Christian being this lame duck UN secretary. Lame duck, for those of you who don't know, is like an outgoing politician, someone who's about to be replaced. So basically, when Trump gets voted out this November, hopefully, he will be a lame duck president until freaking Joe Biden goes in, unless Bernie somehow turns this around. But yeah, speaking of politicians, Nancy Gao won. Don't think I didn't notice that Christian wants to go off to Luna just as Marco Inaros is planning to attack Earth, though. Like, if Marco Inaros' attack succeeds, Nancy Gao will be gone, probably. And Christian's husband is staying too, so there's a chance they might not make it out of this attack. And so Christian's going to be off on Luna. I don't want anything to happen to Nancy Gao or, I forgot Christian's husband's name, but hopefully they'll be fine. And we'll see what the story has in store for Christian. I don't feel like her story is over just yet. And then we also have Holden climbing out of the hole to find out so much more of that proto-molecule. Like, did they not scan the whole planet beforehand? Did they not see this? It, like, kind of blew my mind. And if they did, we would have seen it earlier in the season, right? Or did it all grow when everything was glowing blue? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, at the end of the last episode, I didn't think Okoye actually touched the evil eye thing, but she wound up doing it. I thought she, like, threw... I mean, it wouldn't make sense because he's so heavy, but I thought she, like, fell down and dragged him over her. But yeah, she touched it, and it feels like she would probably like to take back everything she said to Holden about how he's lucky and how scientists would kill to be in his position, because she is traumatized. Maybe she'll turn it around at some point, though. She is talking about how all this is very important information, but it'll be bad for a while before it gets better, and maybe she'll figure out something important. I feel like there are so many good characters in this season. Even though this is not my favorite season, I gotta say season 3 is my favorite season still, but there were so many side characters here that I really, really loved. And yeah, Lucia was feeling really down, resigning herself to never seeing her family again, and Alex telling her, having this nice moment of like trying to cheering her up, relating to her, telling her, you gotta talk to them, you gotta try to reach out to them. And then Naomi talks about how tragic it is that Lucia will never get that second chance to redeem herself. And such a shame, the way she was knocked out of the ship like that and you couldn't save her. Aww. That was really sweet of Holden. Because I do think Lucia deserved a second chance. There were people in my comments who were like, no, like she wound up killing those people, but she never wanted to kill them in the first place. She was knocked out. And yes, the button she pushed killed those people. But if she didn't do it, they were going to kill everybody. So I look at it less as she killed those people and more as she saved everybody else on that ship. Yeah, there is some guilt to be had for going down this route in the first place, but she deserves a second chance at the very least. But yeah, back on the Rocinante, Holden and Naomi finally get rid of that last little tiny bit of proto-molecule, and Holden uses that as a chance to say a real goodbye to Miller, a better goodbye than rain doesn't taste like anything. You were right about everything. You warned us, but we're charging through the doors anyway. If we have any chance of surviving what comes next, it'll be because of you. Rest in peace, brother. That was really cool. But yeah, speaking of doors and corners, forgot to mention earlier the way Ashford flew through those doors and shot Inaros' men. Whew, that was badass. But yeah, Amos got... I feel like Amos always has the best parts of each season. There were a few times where right after Miller and Julie crashed onto Venus, and he was just like, what the fuck is that, in front of a bunch of kids. And am I remembering that wrong? There were a bunch of kids there, and he was like, what the fuck, right? And there was that moment, I'm that guy. I am that guy. There we go. I am that guy. And then this time, he can just grow his fingers back. That's so cool. Really interesting to see that type of technology. Though I do think it would have been interesting to show how this, for this show to handle a permanent injury like that. And it was fixed super quickly too. It would have been interesting to see someone with a disability cope in this world. And of course, he has to go test his fingers out, right? I realized afterwards there's probably a masturbation joke in there somewhere, but I knew immediately, like, he was definitely going to go punch Mercury in the face. And Mercury, he's kind of a stick of a man. I didn't notice how skinny he was because he's always like dressed in a way that makes him look bigger than he is. But the way he was dressed when Amos walked in the door, I was like, oh, he's a stick, and Amos is gonna like destroy him. And he attacked Amos first and didn't continue attacking, just like one punch. And Amos turned around with this like ridiculous look on his face. Thank you. Oh my god. That was probably too violent to show on television or on Amazon even, so. But I'm sure Mercury's completely destroyed. Anyway, guys, heck of a season. I'm gonna give this episode a 9.0. Nothing super like completely mind-blowing this season. There were a lot of great moments, but no episode where I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Like in there were moments in season 2 and 3 that were like that. But still, very, very solid season. And I understand because it's the start of a new trilogy. I'm sure we're ramping up for the coming seasons. And again, I'm hoping Amazon do us a solid and just cover all the books. Also pay your taxes, please. But yeah, looking forward to season 5. Not looking forward to the wait that I'm actually now going to have to suffer along with you guys. But yeah, if you want to watch the full reaction for the entire series up to this point, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. And yeah, leave a like, comment, tell me what you thought about this season, about this ending. And yeah, subscribe. We're going to do a whole bunch of other stuff in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching.